From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, please welcome the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent is the defending champion, standing at 6 feet 9 inches with a record of 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. From Manchester, England, here is the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Champ is here. Yeah. Don't mind if I do. Sit down right here.
It's a good thing I checked my wardrobe. I was going to wear the same thing here today, but Tyson always wins. Seeking to avenge his only loss, we invite him to the microphone at this time, the challenger, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Deontay, it's all you.
I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank my amazing team. And I'd like to thank my strong legal team as well. Look, enough said. Time to cut off his head. And come July the 24th, there will be bloodshed. Get your tickets now. I'll see you soon.
Once again, here's the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Good afternoon, everybody. Morning. I don't know what time it is. Afternoon. Firstly, I'd like to say congratulations to Deontay Wilder for finding his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Before the last fight, he was comparing gods, and we know my God won, so congratulations. And after all this bloodshed stuff, not so certain. Heard it all before, to be fair. Said all this last time. Decapitation and bloodshed and all that. And we all know what went down there. So, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people got a lot of questions and they want to know certain facts, including myself. So I'll leave the questions open to the floor. Keep it short and simple from me. Thank you very much.
You and your sparring partners, obviously getting ready for this fight for quite some time. How did you go from that switch, it being, and everyone thinking it was going to be Anthony Joshua one day, to 2 days later, here we are with Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, it was a crazy roller coaster of fights, what was going to happen and what was not going to happen. But I always said you're never fighting somebody till you're in the ring opposite them. So it wasn't really hard for me. I never started training. I wasn't in training camp when all these negotiations were going on. So it was what it was. 1 minute I'm fighting one guy, next minute I'm fighting another guy. It's what I do. It's what I get paid to do. I get paid to beat up on people. Not a bad job, really. Yes. So, yeah, it's going to be Deontay Wilder. So, yeah, it's his turn again. Let him get another good hiding. And we'll see if he wants a fourth rematch after this one. Maybe a 7th, 10th, 72. Who knows? It might go on forever.
How do you continue to keep your mental health strong through everything that you've been going through in this point to get you ready for this third fight?
Yeah, I just keep training, stay motivated. Every day I wake up's a blessing. I'm happy to be alive, you know. I'm happy to be living, being here right now, and I look forward to today. That's how I manage my problems. I don't look forward to the future. I'm not looking at the past. I enjoy today, the now, living in the moment type of person. I look forward to the challenge. I hope he's going to bring something different to what he did last time. Well, he needs to. Let's face facts. And let's hope he can give me a challenge. Took on Malik, very experienced guy in boxing. He's had a lot of professional fights himself. And let's hope he can bring the best out of Deontay Wilder, hopefully.
Malik, with Tyson saying something differently to get a different outcome, what is that you think that he needs to do differently when you look down and break down film?
When I look and break down film, I
know you study, you're a student of the game as well. So.
I don't feel as though this is not a thing of like so many different things Deontay have to do, because in my opinion, he wasn't able to do anything in the last fight. So it's about the mental adjustments he's made to the craft. And I think that's going to pay big dividends for him when you're in with a guy like Tyson Fury. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of people have been seeing me and Deontay work, and they say, oh, they never seen him do this. They never seen him do that. These people haven't been seeing him in the gym. So we'll say Bermain Stavern second fight. That whole camp before Bermain Stavern the second fight, Deontay was boxing on his toes, doing all type of stuff. Before that, when we was getting ready for years back, I think it was Calvin Price. He was boxing on his toes. See, these are all things I've always seen and took notes and said to myself, if I ever get the opportunity to work with him, I'm just going to make the most things he do subconsciously, I'm going to make him drill those things. And that's what we do now. We repetitiously drill good things that most people haven't seen him doing in big fights.
It's hard to take a fighter off his first professional loss, and then you have to sit there going through a lockdown and through COVID, and then we hear all these allegations and things like that coming out. So just things that you can do to kind of just even keep your fighter in line and focus at the task in hand. What was that kind of those last months like doing that?
It wasn't really hard because like I've been telling the reporters, if we got out the ring with Fury in the second fight at 12:45, we was disappointed and we had a long talk and everything, but literally around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., Deontay was already putting his plan into play on what he wanted done, how he wanted to, rededicate himself, how he wanted to do everything correct to get the title back. And he's done that, and I'm expecting him to win and win in grand fashion.
Why do you think that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions up here
I don't know.
today?
Well, number one, he's very stubborn. You know what I mean? Even though he's rededicated his life and everything to the craft, he's very stubborn. But like most legends or like most gifted people, they have their things with them. Like even Fury, he has his things with him. A lot of people think he's crazy. Most people that are like that, Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite artists of all time, musician-wise. He had his thing with him. Michael Jackson, these people have their thing with him. But what I do, as long as Deontay give me what I want in the gym, long as he give me what I'm asking for when he's sparring, I don't care about the stubbornness. We gonna get this work done because we got a big task ahead, and it's my job and his job to make sure it get done. So
perhaps even portraying a different demeanor considering what he came here to do. I mean, I asked him about answering questions, and he said, the talking is done. It's just time to do business and to put in work. So I'm going to send it over to Tyson. Now, what do you make of the fact that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions?
It shows how weak of a mental person he is, and how much of the beating from the last fight has took an emotional, physical effect on his life. I was worried about Deontay Wilder for quite a while after the defeat that I gave him. And obviously he's doing his little thing with his earphones on and he doesn't want to answer any questions. That's up to him. But I'm here to promote a fight and talk to the press, what I always do. So if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to commit to this press conference, let's me take Deontay Wilder's part. So I'll play double character if you want. Yeah, I'm quite good at doing these role-playing stuff. So I'll be Deontay Wilder and I'll be Tyson Fury, and we'll play a little game. So here's me taken as Tyson Fury. So he's employed Malik Scott to help him. And as Malik said, Wilder is a stubborn person, so he's got his own mentality and he wants to do things his own way. So to listen to other people, it's not what Deontay Wilder does. So no matter how much that Malik teaches Deontay's going to do what Deontay's going to do.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Deontay's going to do what he's going to do.
He's been doing everything I've asked him and told him to do.
Yeah, but like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, but you're talking about as far as training. He's doing everything.
Yeah, he can do that,
more.
but in the real fight I'm talking about, he's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to revert straight back to type, 100%. As soon as he hits him with the first right hand, he's going to see red and he's going to I'm going to take his head off with
Sugar
this big
Hill
right.
just said you're a one-punch knockout artist now, but there's no history of you knocking someone out with one punch. So that means when a fight gets started,
he's going to go straight back to revert, 100%. You heard it here first. And another thing is, you can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Lock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum when we sparred.
We did spar, didn't we?
Yeah,
we know what happened there.
You're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't.
Tyson, who's teaching him to be a great fighter? I'm adding on to everything that he do.
Well, we will see in the fight.
No, real quick.
The way I see it is, right, he's got rid of Mark Breland because Mark Breland's a cheater, whatever he said. And he's employed you. I think you've been working with him for a long time. I'm not here to disrespect you or anything because you're his trainer. You're not boxing. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying what I think at the moment. Like, everyone has this game plan of they're going to do something against me until they get in there. As we all know, because we've seen it so many times.
Was Sugar Hill a great fighter that teaches you very well?
No, he wasn't.
But
This is what I'm saying.
So why would you say, how am I going to teach him and I wasn't a great fighter?
I don't believe that. You can teach him in the gym as much as you want.
Right.
But as soon as he gets in the ring, Deontay Wilder's got 43
But that's what we got the date
he's
for.
going to do.
That's what we're going to see July 24th.
Well, we will see. But I'm going to state it here first. I'm going to stamp my claim that he's going to be the same old Deontay Wilder we've always seen.
You're supposed to see that.
And that's that. So, yeah, just because you both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows? It doesn't matter.
But see, listen to what I'm saying real quick. Say if you couldn't fight and you did that to me.
Yeah.
I would feel like shit. I'm boxing Tyson Fury. The first day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
Of course. But you're bringing that up as if
no, you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it.
No. But you just said, well, if he's getting bust up in sparring or if he's getting bust up in a fight, that's on them. Yeah, but you bust my ear. It's okay though, Ty. That's what happens in boxing.
I didn't mention the ear
busting.
busting.
You just did at the end. You just did at the end.
You started with the ear busting. I didn't mention it.
Okay.
But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums, trainer and fighter? Crazy. Statistics.
Tyson Sugar Hill.
I'm going to be aiming for Deontay Wilder's ears in the next fight. Burst.
Tyson, you talked about, and Sugar Hill has talked about developing that one-punch knockout power. You said exactly how the last fight was going to go. I went back and watched all the press conferences, and it went exactly how you said. So is it going to be, in your anticipation, a one-punch knockout, or how do you see this third fight
I'll tell you how I see it. And I gave my game plan away the first time because he wasn't good enough to do anything about it. And I'll do the same thing this time because he's not good enough to do anything about it. Deontay Wilder's a one-trick pony. He's got one-punch power. We all know that. Great. But what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder this time is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being. And I guarantee you he does not go past where he did before. Because before I only had 5 or 6 weeks of practicing what I was going to do to him. This time I've had 18 months of practicing what I'm going to do to him. So I anticipate it's going to be like an 18-wheeler running over somebody. And that's what you're going to see. I'm building my weight up. I'm trying to get up to 300 pounds for this fight. Because I'm looking for a big knockout straight away. I don't believe he's mentally, physically, or emotionally involved in his fight. I think he's doing it for the wrong reasons. And when people do things for the wrong reasons, they always wind up getting hurt. So we'll see on fight night if I'm a man to my word and if I can run him over quicker than round 7. And I think I do, for sure.
Malik, I'm sure you guys were always confident because Deontay's plan was always to get this third fight no matter what was going to happen. So if I could just ask you one more time to respond to how Tyson Fury believes that this fight is going to go down based on what you guys have worked on, I'd imagine you say no way.
You asked me what do I think of Tyson's prediction?
Yes.
I think it's just cliche. A fighter is supposed to think he's going to, especially he had a good night the last time. He had his best night on Deontay Wilder's worst night. The stars just lined up for him. That's not going to be the same in the trilogy.
All right. He's not got any final comments that you'd like to make.
Do you want to ask Deontay Wilder a question?
I did try, but Deontay's going to...
I'll answer it for him. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay, you guys.
Thank you, everybody, for turning out for this one-sided press conference. Hopefully the media have some good questions and we can get some answers and stuff.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm Christina Poncher. What we're going to do right now is have the fighters come up here for a photo op, and then the respective sides will separate them for questions with the print and online media. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Remember, the fight is going down Saturday, July 24th, live on pay-per-view from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And tickets are on sale now. You can go to AXS.com and TMobileArena.com to get your tickets. It's an all heavyweight pay-per-view, all culminating in the main event with these two guys right here, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder 3. Thank you for joining us. Deontay?
Bogeyman's here to get you again.
You think they're gonna face the front? They not gonna face no front. They is not facing no front.
Yeah, I think they wanted to look forward.
They is not. Okay. Two-time. 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 No, come on.
Can we have you guys turn and face forward to the cameras that are watching, please? Maybe, pretty please.
With these two.
Thanks, guys. We got media to do.
Kelly, this is a totally different kind of fight. They is not doing nothing traditional. They would be like that with each other for 24
20 minutes?
Yes, they longer.
All right, you tell me when they're ready to break it up, okay?
Okay.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Nobody put their hand on him. Two-time. 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 Two-time.
Get another knockout.
Two-time. Two-time.
You're a little bitch.
Two-time.
Bitch boy.
Two-time.
Good there, say that with your
Two-time.
bitch boy.
Two-time.
2 times.
Two-time.
No time.
Two-time.
No time.
Two-time.
No time.
Yeah.
I Another KO. Retire him this time. Retire this time. Pack of shit houses.
2 times.
Can easily be my fight with you.
2 times. 2 times. 2 times.
What's a load
Two
of
time.
about? 'Cause I'll
2
two-time
times.
him.
2 times. 2 times.
One punch, yeah?
2 times. 2 times. 2 times.
Or pack.
You.
2 times.
Me and you, no bother.
No, no. 2 times.
We ain't boxing. We're not professional boxers.
2 times.
Anytime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna say.
We gonna see. 2 times.
No jokes here. All you big ass.
2 times.
Last time you play your big ass, you got knocked down, didn't you? This time, you shut your fucking mouth. Shut your mouth.
2 times.
It's a 6'5" one here.
2 times.
Bitch.
2 times.
Pussy boy.
2 times.
Walk away.
2
pussy
times.
boy.
2 times.
One of your good fellas wants to run.
Sit over there. You sausage. Look at him. I'm kicking your face. All right, prick. Still here? I'm still here. Where's my man gone? For a good stare out then. They're all pussies, Tyson.
All the good fellas good to walk away. Jackers. Number word, John.
There's one for you as well, Dwarf.
2 times.
One right here. Little small little piece of shit.
2 times.